Good morning, wonderful planetarians. Welcome to another beautiful moon day of your life. I hope you had a wonderful sleep and that you're ready for this new awesome, juicy Monday and a new week and a beautiful new day that is rising. So today is good news only, wonderful things only. Accept them all as they are, beautiful day only, as always, for you and for all. So, we'll talk about a little bit about, planetary hours. This is wonderful. It's they are calculated using the Chaldean order to divide time. All right, so interesting, right? So we said, so this is just to, so as we are located in different position on planet, so that you can measure, something that it's not really measurable, like, and this is why everything differs, like what time is here and what time is there. It's now here and now there. It doesn't matter where you are, but yet, it's according to the sun, so we moving around the sun, so moving around us, it's like which way it is, like planets, and as we talked about it already, these planetary things, how it all got a name, the week, throughout history, how we know. So this is just to help us calculate what goes, how goes. So the day is split into two periods, daytime and nighttime. Sunrise to sunset is considered daytime, and sunset to the next day's sunrise is nighttime. However, sun does never set, all right? So certain positions, of the earth itself, like, if you are like from the top, it's always sunny. It does not matter, like, and let's say if you live here somewhere or here, how this goes. Interesting, I would say. So these two periods are each divided into 12 equal length hours called planetary hours. Welcome, planetarian, to planetary hours. This is funny. So depending upon the location, as we said, and the day of the year, so it all plays a role, right? The planetary hours of the day and night will be of different lengths and start and at different time. So this is what I'm saying, like whenever you said I don't have time, yeah, sure, it's funny. And I'm not gonna get into it more. So one thing I can though recommend you, so these planetary things are really something, all right? It operates through everything that you need to know, it's lunar cycles and planetary alignments. This is something beyond, all right? And it's the truth. So this is based differently upon where you live, how the planets, what is dominating through the day and what you start with and how it goes. And that's how you also differ in days. Again, depending when you were born at what time, you see why this matters. So, however, I was telling you that, so let me just finish this, all right, quickly. Planet retrogrades, if you're interested in it, look into it. And the deeper you dive, the more detailed it gets. Find something in the middle that suits you. It's not too much, it's not too little. You can keep track of this to see how your behavioral patterns are within, so that you can understand yourself more. And in order, like lunar cycles, so full moon to full moon, it's like closures, right? You build up the character, you close something that you don't want. You build up your character, you close something that, and in circles. This is actually a tool that helps us, in terms of energy, So moon affects water, ding, 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 ding. I'm not gonna get into it, all right? So look into it if you're interested. Fascinating. As I was telling you, so interesting story, about myself. So I'm not so sure at what time I'm born. It's because, I can imagine like 2 years later, like the papers and stuff, like I have multiple birth certificates, like all of them stating different times. Like, no idea. I know roughly, so what my mom has told me, but no one actually knows. No one had a clock with them. Like, it just happened. And so the more accurately you know the exact time of your birth, the more accurate the whole thing is. So it's all good, because like, the degrees, like the position, the whole thing like changes, and that affects all. So what I'm encouraging you, like, find yourself, and you're really different than others, like, in ways that there is no two same ones. They might look the same, they might behave the same, they might, absolutely not. Like, and it will never be. Like, this is so fascinating. And that's how unique you are. Never forget, never, ever, ever. You're so special, and, you is what matters. You're unstoppable. And you have the most wonderful week ever, 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 and forever. And start the day like, choose yourself up. There is hope and always will be. Sometimes it's not, in close reach, but that's okay, because, there still is. And the only person like that can help you is you. But again, in ways. So you need to believe in what you do is what you do. So I'll give you a hint on this. You were never meant to face these, let's say, difficulties, darkness alone. You don't need another human. You need faith. And there is something that can help you. And on this, I said near future. So sometime soon. I'll do a subject. But whole point is you, and always will be you. This is what I'm saying, like, be mindful. What comes out, you're speaking it into existence. Sometimes you just want to say things like, should I, or would anyone benefit from if I say this? Just before you, like, just think about it. Like, wait, hold on. Let me just try to keep it quiet, see what happens. It still goes. And yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's not always needed that you interfere with what is. Like, sometimes it's more that you want, and what you want is ego driven, because I want to say what I know and want, and but it's not always beneficial in ways. And is it true what you're saying? So whenever you say something that you don't know about, or I'm not so sure, are you aware of what you're saying? Like, you heard it, but do you know anything about it? Do research. I'm not saying like question everything that you did in life. You can go through it if you have time. So you have the most wonderful day ever, like always and forever. So yeah, alrighty, and enjoy. So yeah, it's all about you, and don't forget. I'll stop here because yeah. Alrighty.